Seamless mobile coverage in complex buildings requires technology you can rely on. At the National Gallery, this called for an innovative engineering solution. Solid's distributed antenna technology underpins Shared Access's BTS Hotel, keeping mobile equipment off-site and minimising the footprint within this Grade 1 listed building. Through close collaboration, Solid and Shared Access extended reliable multi-operator coverage into newly refurbished public spaces, helping visitors stay connected as they explore, learn and engage.
Shared Access started working with the National Gallery because they wanted to improve mobile connectivity inside their new office space that was being renovated. Shared Access, working with Solid, came up with an innovative approach called a base station hotel. This is where we site as much of the equipment off-site as possible to minimise the space requirement on-site. Fundamentally, a base station hotel is a data centre. It's a way of co-locating as much equipment off-site as possible that we can then connect to multiple buildings. This has major impacts on ESG because we're not building multiple comms rooms in multiple buildings, and it means we can connect lots of buildings at lower cost. This was critical for us in terms of working with Solid, and that's where Stephen Gallagher came in, because they were able to work with us to locate one head end in one location and then connect multiple buildings to it.
As we knew on this project, there was no space at all within the National Gallery. That's prime real estate, and they said that we had to off-site that some distance away. And yeah, it was a massive challenge. We weren't sure if it would work ourselves, to be honest. And that's where we had to pull in, our technical team in the UK had to work very closely with your technical team. And then also we had to get resource from our HQ in South Korea to also help, as it was a unique challenge. And the unique challenge is sending digital signals with multiple operators, multiple carriers, multiple bands, multiple technologies over fibre all the way across London. This is the first time we've done such a deployment in London, and certainly such a busy city. And as we were aware, it was the first deployment of a digital DAS to do a BTS hotel.
When Shared Access and the National Gallery decided to do this, it hadn't been done. So it was a very innovative thing. And for us, that's why Solid was such a wonderful partner, because you were so agile, you were so open to thinking about doing this in different ways. And as well as the technology side of this, the more fundamental is just this is a need. This is something every location needs to have. If you take the National Gallery, it started in their office space and health and safety was a critical feature. As it's now expanding into the Sainsbury Wing and more front of house, we're now dealing with other use cases, other needs, people using social media, wayfinding, just improving the visitor experience in all kinds of different ways. And that's why it's been such a great partnership, because we've expanded this to 4 different base station hotels in London alone. We have the first one in Spain, in Madrid as well.
Sometimes I think we do forget about what actually this provides. We're sitting there delivering these projects, but what are they doing? But also it can be a revenue generator. We've seen this before where point of sale is no longer stuck in one place. People can come and do point of sale anywhere.
Absolutely.
Ticketless entry. Imagine someone comes up there and they've got no mobile phone coverage. They can't enter the building unless they're able to access their ticket. So there's lots of these things where mobile connectivity is now critical. Trying to connect to a Wi-Fi, I think we've all had the experience of trying to connect to a Wi-Fi. You give your life away as well, because there's also huge security risks when you connect to any device on Wi-Fi. But when you connect it to a 4G or 5G network, you've got the security behind it as well.
And it's a landmark. Yeah. These sort of buildings, they need to be brought up to date. And this sort of technology means you don't have to physically change the building too much, but you can change the digital infrastructure in a way that gives you a platform to build for the future, which is really fantastic. And it being a Grade 1 listed building, there were huge challenges. There are walls that you can't affix things to, you can't drill through. You have to make sure that where equipment is located, it doesn't have adverse impacts. So it's not just the architectural side of things and the visual aesthetics, it's also the fact that the building itself presented these problems. So working together, finding the right solution for the equipment, it was really impressive, I think, how both of us managed to do that, because the National Gallery, they were over the moon with how the system was installed, how it performs, and we've never had any complaints.
And it was really good that we both went there together to the National Gallery to deliver this project.
It's critical to find that partner who will step up. You guys over in Korea were working night and day on some of these things for us, and if you hadn't have, I don't think it would have been as successful as it has. For me, the thing we're most proud of at Shared Access is when we started, The discussion when we started the project, a lot of people told us it just couldn't be done. We came together both internally and then jointly as organisations to go out and make it happen. That just fills me with this pride, and knowing that we've taken it to 4 other base station hotels in London, another one in another country. You're just expanding and building on top of those things.
I think we also have to bring in the operators. The operators are a big hand in this as well. So the operators came in and gave, both of us a lot of support on this. So they really helped deliver this project as well.
And they've benefited from it. And they see the growth, they see the opportunity. But I think you're 100% right. Without their buy-in, something like this, something this innovative, would never have worked.
So what I really enjoyed about this it was definitely a journey, is how we both evolved in this, because both companies, we just don't deliver systems. Here you go, and we walk away. We deliver solutions, and you listen to your customer. And obviously, our product, what we do is we do evolve our product, modify our product, and we listen to our customers and see what they want. And that's why our product changes and we do modify. But the main thing is we just don't deliver boxes. We're giving you boxes and you're looking at the boxes, but it's about connectivity. And with our new Genesis, which we're working with you on, it's not normal connectivity. I hate this word, hyper connectivity. So it's giving users much more bandwidth and great throughput. And so people can do video or whatever content, AI, or whatever content they can do directly in their hands.
This project shows how innovation and partnership can solve complex connectivity challenges. With Solid's technology at its core and shared access delivering end-to-end, mobile connectivity at the National Gallery has been extended quickly and efficiently. The result is a future-ready digital platform that supports accessibility, safety and engagement across the gallery's public spaces, proving what's possible when the right technology and the right partners come together.